Hello again. Welcome to the Buy and Sell Real Estate Podcast, California, Walnut Creek edition. I'm your host, Frank Garay, with my co-host, Nicole Anderson, over at Christie's International Real Estate in Walnut Creek. And we wanted to talk about some things right now, and primarily the school district situation out there in Walnut Creek. It can be kind of confusing at times, can it, Nicole?
Oh, it absolutely is confusing. And Zillow and Realtor.com, all those public reads, they don't always get it correct. Yeah, there's two different school districts, and then we have another school called Coco Spa, which is the Contra Costa County School for Performing Arts. And so sometimes you'll pull up the schools and it'll say that Coco Spa is the school, but that's actually by lottery, so you can't count that one either. So there's different little tips and tricks. And it's always best to check with someone to make sure to verify that the schools are correct and not what they say they are. And it can make a huge difference. It could be a difference between a high school being a 1 and a high school being a 9 or a 10. So it's a dramatic, difference.
Wow. So what you're saying is if school districts are important to someone who's looking to buy real estate in the Walnut Creek area, that the online big aggregators like the Zillows, the Realtor.coms, I guess because they don't have the local advantage, right, Nicole? It's just because it's a computer algorithm system, it'll pull in the wrong school district for a particular property. And so, you're someone looking to buy a house and you're in Walnut Creek and you're, oh, good, it's in that school district. That's what we want. Come to find out, when you go to register your kids, right?
Yeah. And you just had spent a ton of money buying the house in that school district and thinking you're buying it in a school district that you're not in. So
yeah. What school districts are there? Where's the overlap or the confusion on the high school one? You mentioned that could be the difference between a 1 and a 9. How could that be so drastically different?
Yeah, so there's 2 school districts in Walnut Creek.
Okay.
There's Mount Diablo School District, which has 67 schools total. It has Concord, Walnut Creek, Antioch, Pittsburgh, everything that's like east, right?
Okay.
And then you have Walnut Creek School District, which is just 3 elementary schools, a junior high, and 1 high school, which actually falls into the Lafayette Acalanes school district. So those are really good too. So that you want that school district. And then when you're in the Mount Diablo school district, you want to make sure that the schools that you're going to is Foothill Middle School. And what's the other one? Northgate High School. There's another junior high, which is ranked a 3, that some of the schools, some of the homes will point into that school.
Okay.
So you just have to be careful and do your due diligence.
Right. Yeah. If this is important to you, right? If this is as a home buyer, if the school districts are important to you, then this is stuff we got to pay close attention
to. Absolutely. And then there's a high school that's also ranked really low that you want to avoid as well.
Is this because they're geographically just in kind of a little overlap gray area where it could be this, could be that kind of a thing? Is that what winds up happening on the Zillows of the world or what have you?
Yes, exactly. And actually some of the houses so there's some neighborhoods that are, the schools that are ranked lower are in Concord. And then but there's some of the Concord homes point into the Walnut Creek Walnut Creek schools that you want. And then some of the Walnut Creek homes point into the Concord schools.
So it really comes down to the local professional helping to guide you in that regard, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Well, great, man. How's everything else going in Walnut Creek? Everything cooking along out there?
Yeah, where everybody's getting ready for fall and getting ready to haunted houses and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Are you still seeing things move fairly quickly, or are you seeing things slow down just a touch?
So it's seasonal always for us, right? So absolutely, we've already started to see the slowdown, but more the larger homes are still the ones that are sitting a little longer.
A little bit longer, yeah.
And then the smaller, the more affordable homes are going quickly.
They're still blazing off the shelf, right?
Like in a couple days.
Couple days. So it's still hot. I mean, anywhere you go, the higher end stuff is obviously going to go a little bit slower, right? Because I mean, costs more to buy it. There's not as many people that can buy that kind of a house as can buy the more affordable stuff. So the more affordable stuff it's still cooking then. It's still flying off the shelf.
Yeah, if it's priced in the right spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's still cooking, but they're still lower than they were a year ago.
Gotcha. Okay.
Even so the houses, it's still a great time to buy. It's basically what I'm going with that.
Okay, cool. Well, good enough. We'll go ahead and get on out of here. Thanks for filling us in on the school district situation down there, because you're right. It can be very confusing. Someone might not realize what they're really getting into. It's always best just to talk to you, basically, right? So
absolutely.
So if you're thinking on buying in the Walnut Creek area, you're definitely going to want to talk to Nicole first, especially if school districts are important to you. If that's a big factor in making your decision, you're going to want to talk to an expert, which Nicole is. What's the best number, Nicole, for them to reach you?
My cell, which is 925-708-0017, 925-708-0017.
All right, great. And so I'll do it one more time for those of you that might be listening on iTunes or Spotify. 925-708-0017 for Nicole Anderson over at Christie's International. And if you're watching us on YouTube by chance, then all the information to contact Nicole will be in the description down below, so you can easily reach out to her. And so, okay, well, we'll get on out of here. We'll come back again in, I don't know, maybe a few weeks and talk about more stuff that's going on out there. And also, don't forget, you can reach out to me, Frank Garay, if you need any lending help, home mortgages, that kind of a thing, at 707-695-6313. 707-695-6313. All right, Nicole, what do you say we get out of here and go sell some houses? What do you think?
Sounds great.
That sounds good to me too. Let's go help some people. Let's go do that. All right, we're going to get out of here, you guys. Thanks for joining us here on the Buy and Sell Real Estate Podcast, California Walnut Creek edition, with myself, Frank Garay, and my co-host, Nicole Anderson. We'll catch up with you guys next time. Until then, get a hold of us. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.